Hi everyone, welcome back to Trade Breakdown series. In this video, I will be breaking down two trades which I took this week, and second that I would be breaking down why I didn't take any other trade this week too. Because I think for most of the time, the reason for us taking a trade is very much similar to each other. But I think what differentiates you to become more consistent is that how you avoid that low probability setups. Alright, so I'll go with that and let's try to understand that too. But before that, let's get started with the trade breakdown series. The first trade I took was on Ethereum this week. Okay, yeah, so this trade did you see for almost 3 hours. So I'll be breaking down this for you all. Okay, so the price was the bias. Let's talk about this first. Okay, so we can see that we broke this certain high. Okay, over here with a very great displacement to the upside. Actually, so you can see we got a nice displacement as we wish to have after breakout. We got this. Second, that if I just look at this, that is also a good fair value gap. So you got this fair value gap. Okay, so now we will look for what is the obvious on liquidity for us, which we can play, IRL to ERL is a very basic stuff, but still looking at the chart, should the price go higher or not, because that is just the POI from the market, from which the market should go higher from, but that doesn't guarantee the market will do its job. We need the bias, we need the DOL, we need the entry model too for that. Okay, so let's just get started with it. So the very obvious on liquidity for me for the day, it would be this high, which you can see over here, which is equal high, you can say, so let's give this a dotted line. So you can see we haven't swept this high, and we also have this fair value gap, right? So and we have equal highs at the same level, so that is a great area of interest to have our target on. Now all we need to look for is a smaller time frame entry. So it is a H1, so you can M5 and trade it. Okay, but I took it on M15 just because it was liquid green at that time. So on M15 I can say once we close above this, okay, so you can see we got the H1 fair value gap, and then this is the candle with sweep. All right, so now second that once we got the change in sphere of delivery over here on M15, okay, for example, you can see over here the very obvious target was this. So now we will just place our limit order here. If you can see, we got the bias with us, we got the lower time frame entry model pretty much, we got the Neox session time to trade on, so we have the time zone with us too, and everything aligning each other. Okay, so that is a great thing to, for the price to enter. Now that is our target. Okay, now putting stop loss was very much for me because I like the way we close this candle, a very much kind of a bullish engulfing candle. Someone who trades short pattern, we just place stop loss over here, very identical stop loss. Someone should have, you can get 2.953, whatever you say that. Okay, and then we just wait for the price action to do the job. Okay, we got the fill, we got a lot of job, and then we actually get the rate post 9:30 this market open. Okay, and that is of course where we put our stop loss to break even, or you may even take some partial. I didn't take any partial, to be honest, on this setup over here, and I just let it go because I was little much confident with my POI over here. Okay, so that was the trade. Okay, and then did it stop? Okay, I think I actually booked somewhere here. I'm not sure. Let me just, no, I waited. So yeah, so that was the setup. Okay, so yeah, I end up, and see, you can see after that what happened is that once we hit that POI, which was a H1 fair value gap aligning with every stuff, here and there, we got this sweep, right? And then we got this change in share of delivery over here. We came back into the range, you can see over here. Then we, even if you have the entry, that was a good dump. I didn't took that trade, no, that was my plan. So but that was just a clean movie ad. But other than that, the whole week on crypto was, if you remove this, was very much sideways. I mean, you can just look at the chart right now. So it was a very bad week for me in terms of price action. It's not like a bad week for me is not something which where I lost money. For me, a bad week is where we are not having the type of market I want to see. Okay, or you can say not just me. You can just look at the market which is choppy right now. We are not creating any fair value gap. We are not respecting any fair value gap. We're just chopping between a range and nothing more, right? And that's something we have been doing. If you look at the weekly candles, you can see how weird it is to say that first 1 2 4 5 6, it's the sixth week and we are still in a range. Pretty much weird, but still we are, making some banks in this market, maybe with the quick scalps we got. And that's it. That's something we can do. Now going on to the second trade was today. I just took it few minutes ago, sorry, few hours ago, which was on euro. Eventually got stopped out at break even. So let's just break it down for you all, because that was a break even trade, but I could have made 2 hour again, but that is a different story. All right, so on 4 hour over here, which you can see, uh I was expecting the price, once we close like this. Okay, this is your 4 hour fair value gap that you see over here, right? So that is a great 4 hour fair value gap tap. On M15 it was like kind of not much cleaner, I would say. We haven't got any SMD2, so I would say that is also a B plus setup, but still I was very much cleaner with my bias. And also I do get the setup now. Once we sweep that low, okay, and then another sweep was over here. Okay, so that is a good sign for me. Here we got double sweep, and then we got the change in state of delivery, but here we got the nice breaker candle, so I was trading this. Okay, and then once we have this type of closing, basically actually this candle too. Okay, so once we got this candle closing, and you can also say we got the change in state of delivery two over here, which you can see, which is the order block. I just entered the trade somewhere at market. I put my stop loss here. I just targeted 1:2. The problem I faced is that I needed to have a 1:2 at this high, but I didn't get that eventually, and I need, and I got the spreads issue too with Brightfund. Then I have, I get the entry somewhere around here, so I need to increase my risk to reward, because I at least play with 1:2. But yeah, I know I could have just, closed or took partials over here. I didn't take that. I take a break even. I have no regrets with that. Okay, but yeah, I mean, looking at, I was not at the chart that time, so I could have closed, for 1 hour or something, but let's just leave that behind and understand it. Okay, so now once we got the entry, you can just see we got the nice reaction so far, and then just missed our TP was somewhere here. As I said, the spread issue was there. So yeah, so eventually we got stopped out of break even. Something you can see over here, the proof. So this is the second trade I took. Now talking about gold price action that we had, this was really weird for me. Okay, you can just look at the chart which we had entirely. Okay, but still I would go with the price action, so you understood what I did in this price action. I mean, that is not the fact that I was not looking for trades. I was looking for trades. I was just the fact that I didn't get any trade. Okay, let's try to understand this. Okay, so yeah, we'll start off with the daily time frame. Okay, now considering this Monday candle that you see over here, so that is good in my opinion that you get this. You can see we just sweep this high first, and then sweep this previous week high, right, which is around here. So it is a previous day and previous week high, so H4 change in share of delivery is more than enough to confirm it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that is where you get it. Okay, all right, so now you can see we had the nice reaction on, if you just look at on H1 time frame. Okay, so you can definitely see that we got this internal sweep over here. Okay, which is of course a sweep. We also got this change in state of delivery, so that is a good area to understand. Okay, the price may go lower now, but that was not my part of my bias. Okay, I was looking for something which I will tell you right now is that we got this ERL, okay, and then we got this fair value gap, which you can see over here. Okay, so this is your daily fair value gap right down here. So I was expecting the price to just, go to this daily fair value gap and then again continue to this high. That was my ideal plan for the week. But if you just look at the next candle, okay, which was good, but it was not good enough to, continue higher. So the next day I was actually bullish, but we didn't get any nice confirmation. Should have closed above this with a nice reaction. But you can see we didn't get that. I mean, yeah, we didn't get that. Again, we dumped. So this day was no trading day again. Okay. And then again, we actually, just sweep this internal high and then we keep chopping. We didn't get the displacement which I wanted to see to enter a long trade. And I will just keep looking for longs. Next day too, we got the sweep again. We got the sweep again. So I was just looking for that. And eventually I get no trades. Okay. And today I was looking for to short this actually on what Wednesday, yeah, but still, the daily time frame was not aligning with my plan, so I just ignored that. Then we don't get any trade later on. Okay, so that was eventually gold for me. So yeah, I couldn't take any trade in gold. I hope the next week would be better. I will plan it later. Okay, I haven't noticed much. Okay, I would see still we are you can still look at the price action and say that, oh, we are we are having nice daily candle close and we continue higher, which is most likely possible, but we have to just check and see what happens and then we will decide trading on that. Because as I say, don't predict the price. It's better you react off when the market gives you the opportunity. So I guess that's all for today's session, guys. I'm going to have a tooth plant tomorrow, so I thought I should drop the video by today, and I will not be able to make videos for 4 or 5 days until I do get healed. So yeah, if you're still watching the video, make sure you like and give your attendance in comment section. I'll see you with the next video. Till the time, goodbye, have a good day, happy trading, and make sure you manage your risks well. Have a good day.